Okay, got a cup of tea, got some experience boosts going. Yeah, it's time to keep leveling the champion. My goal, which I do not think I'm going to ultimately be able to hit, is going to be to get this new champion to level 100 by the time we do server transfers, because this is going to be the champion that'll be on the Peregrine server. And I'm 93 and most of the way to 94. I do not think that I'm going to get 6 more levels this weekend basically, but we'll see. So I'm kind of quick style going through the Helm's Deep main storyline right now so that I can get out into heading to Dol Amroth. So I'm doing the abridged version of the epic battles, which is actually really nice that they put these in. And ideally, I'm not going to blow myself up with the bombs, but we'll see how that goes. Sometimes things just happen. Okay, so I need to check the hole in the, oh, of course there's not a proper mini map. Okay, I need to go near the hole in the wall, which is up this way. These storytell versions are definitely nice because unless you really want to go all the way in into building your character up in the epic battle system and getting all of your advancement and specs and things like that in on that side, having a quick mini way to just get through these and still get the actual story is a really nice touch. I like that they've added those in for the epic battles and kind of something similar for a lot of places where you would go through the flashback scenes. It's nice if you've done these a whole bunch of times in the past and you're just bringing another character through this region. Right, we've kept Egloff safe. And now fight alongside our new Rohirrim. Oh, there's a big one. Get a quick champion's horn out to stun these guys. And yes, I do really want to get a few more trait points so that I can get my fervor generation properly up and running on this character, because that is one thing I missed from my high level champion, is the easier, faster access to the to battle frenzy, so I can keep that rolling for constant fervor generation. All right, there's level 94, so that's nice. All right, now we go to Glittering Caves. Man, there is a whole handful of people from Brethren all looks like they're running through this area here. That is really cool. Okay, so I need to get out to Glittering Caves. Let's see, nope, only one trait point, so unfortunately right now the next pieces I'm getting for my build are all coming from the yellow side. And because red is my primary spec, yellows all cost double, so 2 points to get one trait. So I can't buy anything I need yet to keep getting down to Ardent Rage, which is the thing I really want. Because that basically lowers the cooldown of Battle Frenzy and makes it more powerful. So that is my kind of real good fervor generation tool. But we'll get there eventually. Okay, quickest way out to Glittering Caves. I think we can go out this way. So we've got to go outside and then curve around, if I remember right. There we go. That's Glittering Caves up ahead of us here. And as I recall, Glittering Caves also has one of the Storytale versions, so we just get to play a quick version of the actual Glittering Caves defense story, not having to do the full epic battle version. Right, do I remember what turns to take to get to the central camp? This looks good. I see banners up ahead. Ah, I see more banners. I think this is the camp here. Excellent. All right, Gimli, where are you? There you are.
Look around you, my friend. Have you ever seen such a place?
All right, so we're going to
We must
secure the Glittering Caves.
attack begins. Do not be blinded by the beauty of the glittering caves, my friend. We must see to the safety of the folk that shelter here.
Villains from Dunland. Oh, and it's our old friends. Hi, Lou Brennan. Nice to see you again. You're kind of an asshole still. Remain on alert for any deceit or treachery. Lou Brennan cannot be trusted. Gee, you think? Every other time we've dealt with him has gone so well in the past. And survived the assault of the Falcon Clan. All right, come at me. Sorry, Lou Brennan, but you guys are kind of chumps. Ooh. And again, this is definitely one of those spots where I wish I had my fully improved battle frenzy because you can see my fervor generation just is not what I would like it to be. Oop, go talk to the child who believes that I can defeat the villain. And we're going to defeat the villain. And incoming jerk move. But I will not be suckered by it because I know exactly the kind of a sneaky bastard this guy is. And he thwaps Gimli. And we fight him again some more, you know, because we haven't had quite enough phases of that. And of course, the twist is that the kid wants to hop in and add their sword. Corpse of Gimli. Right, so that completes the instance here.
I do not like that there are tunnels through which our enemies can pass.
I like the fact that the object left behind was Corpse of Gimli, even though we know Gimli was just wounded. You could have done a little bit better in your naming convention there. But we will keep getting our gear upgrades here, which is going to be nice carrying us into Dol Amroth. Okay, so now we get the chance to either do the full Glittering Caves epic, the big battle, which we are not going to do, or we get the story tale version by talking to Aomer. So we're going to do the sane story tale version. It did change my gloves, right? Yes, Gauntlets of the Rider. Good, good. Okay, Hammer, lead on. Let's go, buddy. Seriously, the Rohirrim armor looks so cool in the game. Just one reason why I have it equipped on this character. Okay, so we're going to reassure scared folk in the caves. Nothing's going to go wrong here. Trust me. It'll all be fine. Okay, Ardith wants me to talk to her daughter, who's oddly familiar looking. Hi again. Now go back to Gimli, where you are. There you are. And fight along Gimli. Follow me and keep your weapon ready. Oh, they're ready, Gimli. They're ready. Let's see, do I need to reforge my allies already? No, they're both still good. Just had that thing where I realized I could not remember the last time I reforged, but apparently I did it relatively recently. So one thing that's going to be really interesting is this last update gave champions who are spec'd blue line, which is our tanking line, the ability to block with dual wielding, not just with two-handers. So two-hand tank jumped from being completely a no-go to potentially being by far the more viable option for our builds. And because I really do like tanking with champion, this character ultimately will also be geared up when I get to 150 to be able to tank. So unlike my existing champ, they'll actually be basically starting with dual wield tanking for my gear set and loadouts, which is going to be kind of interesting. Like, I've just gotten so used to the two-hander tanking that champ has been. We're just doing kind of one of the standard kill spiders and free the Rohirrim that they've cocooned. So that was a nice change to champ in the last patch. Unfortunately, most of the other things for champ seemed like they were kind of nerf-like. They definitely hit our, seem to hit our bleeds and some of our abilities with a bit of a reduction, which is really unfortunate because when you looked at it, and Gin had a great video that he put out the other day showing basically the highest submitted parses for the various DPS specs and classes. Champ wasn't exactly topping the charts in terms of our damage output. So getting hit a little bit more does sting. Okay, Aimer, we spidered successfully. And see, that's really nice because the ability to do this little mini story focused piece as opposed to the entire Glittering Caves big battle is just really welcome here. Okay, so we're going to go back to Aragorn, which means we need to go out of the Glittering Caves. Check it with Aragorn and let him know that we've got the cave secured. But yeah, that was honestly kind of disappointing because Champ is like, I love it, but we are not top tier DPS, let's say, compared to a couple of the other specs out there that really, really pump. So seeing that hit hurt. And it's not like it's a massive nerf or anything, but it definitely was not a buff. Okay, I need to find a way around this barrier. So apparently, this is not where I can go out. Gonna jump over these? Nope. Do not remember my way nicely through the caves. That takes me to spiders. I don't want to go that way. Is it around and to the left? And this is something that Lotro absolutely needs to do better at, is on the maps show exits for cave systems and things like that. Because as it stands, I can see the paths, but nothing as far as this is the actual way out. And especially here, like, this is walled off. I cannot go through here. But the map sure as hell looks like I can because it's the map for the full Glittering Caves big battle. That is just one of those, it's a lazy design decision. And sorry, but I'm going to call you out for it. And oh, hi, person. Nope, that is a dead end. See, and again, this is just that frustratingly stupid thing of why do you make people do this wandering just trying to find the way out of here? There is no reason that this should be a portion of your quest line. Like, this is just abominable design. Is this the random unmarked way out? It's kind of got to be because it's the last possible option I have. And I think that's the cave mouth up ahead, yes. Okay, now we go talk to Aragorn. And at this point in the battle, we are kind of well towards the end. The walls have already been breached, so things are not going terribly great for us. And we need to get some elevation, but that's the way out onto the spurs. So I gotta go up this way and curve around. All right, there we go. Aragorn, everything is peachy in the caves.
That is good. Our options are exhausted, as are the defenders.
Okay, so we can talk to Senric and do the story detail for the Hornburg. Here we go.
The Hornburg must not fall. This is the last defense, my friend. We must stand for as long as we can.
Everybody loves a good heroic last stand, right? Do I have any food on this character? Yes, I do. It is old food, but it's still something. I am so bad at remembering to use food. Okay, talk to Theoden. Theoden gives his little pep talk here. And, okay, there's just a few orcs outside waiting to get in. We got this, right? Right, fight alongside Aragorn in defense of the Hornburg, because if we fall here, everything is basically lost. This is that true last stand type thing. And they're already breaching the walls and working on taking it over, so let's see what we can do about that. Nice, that completed my basic Orc Slayer of the Westamnet deed. And of course, in this version of the of this encounter, the orcs are basically just set up as mooks. Right, bomb is disarmed. Hi, orcs. Aragorn is delusionally confident, but you know, that's kind of his thing. Yeah, getting out of the open is probably a good idea because orcs do have archers, and you know, sitting out there, kind of out in the open, just having a conversation with Theoden and Aragorn, you know, and also Hama, your gate warden, like having that discussion with all your leadership, just hanging out right there, maybe not the best idea in the world. Oh, and apparently I'm also at the point where I need to spend some more motes before too long because I don't want to overcap that. And I'm already a little bit over 8K. But that'll be good because this character is going to burn a bunch of those to get some gear. I might do that at 95. Because a few of my gear pieces are distinctly older. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, definitely need to replace the legs. Oh, that's right. This wants us on a war steed, doesn't it? All right, we're gonna ride. Oh, that's right, because we're doing the charge. But it doesn't need to be on a war steed. It's not even letting me use the war steed, and we continue. Okay, so this is really a shortened version of that. Thank goodness.
Do you hear that sound? It is the sound of celebration. The battle is won.
Yeah, we got the really short version of that, which is awesome because that ended in dawn, and so we ride out. Now we're gonna go find Aragorn and Theoden outside and see the aftermath of the fight. So let's see what we got. That's going to replace that piece. Because even though part of its budget here is power and morale, it's still a good chunk of might and vitality. Okay, so outside we go. We are now post Battle of Helm's Deep. Nice piles of orc bodies here. Hey guys.
Fortune was with us this day.
The orcs fled before us into the wood. But from whence came this sorcerous forest?
Boy, I can't imagine. Could it be Gandalf? Especially because our next piece of this is go talk to Gandalf. Somebody else here doing the same quests.
Do you see the forest over yonder? That is no doing of mine.
Yeah, the Ents showed up too. Okay, so go talk to Aemir. And I think that even though this is going to want me to go do a bunch of the
The horsemen burn their captives alive. Solomon saw it with his sorceries.
yeah, well, Saruman's an idiot. I think that even though this is going to want me to go do a bunch of forest quests, I'm going to try and get just enough side questing done to hit 95, because I think 95 is when they want you to go through Pass of the Dead. Okay, check in with Legolas and Gimli. Because what I don't want to do
An end to our
is get completely sidetracked on side quests.
Before the victorious dwarf, friend.
Yeah, you too. Right, go let Gandalf know that Chucklefuck A and B are okay and are pretty much just arguing over who killed the most.
The battle is over, and Theoden has emerged into the sunlight and victory.
Yeah, so it will give me a legendary tracery, but it's probably going to be crap. Let's see what we got. Enhancement runes and enhancement runes. And let's see, legendary tracery, survey set. And yes, of course, it gave me a blue line legendary. which is a bummer because I'm not speccing this character blue line while I'm leveling, so that's just some ancient script. Okay, so now we go back, check in with Theoden, let him know everything is okay out in the field. Oh, yeah, we are not doing an extra.
We have seen victory this day, but our work is not ended.
Okay, so we need to go rally people to keep working. So Senric is only going to be Storytale, yeah. Okay, so here, now I need to just go kind of find clumps of people. Guess there are none over here. Injured people and Theoden's people. Where are you? There we go, here's some. Don't make me play hide and seek to come treat your injuries. All right, screw you too. I didn't want to give you first aid in the first place. Okay, there's one person sent to do work. There we go. There's one person who took first aid. I might find more down this way. Okay, you go do your job. All right, fine. Screw you. You don't even have a horse. So does that mean that I can't say screw you and the horse you rode in on to him? Okay, first aid administered. Excellent. Do you have a horse? All right, so I've got enough people out writing and carrying messages. I need to find one more soldier who will let me treat their wounds. And we got some potentials here. All right, excellent. Only had one person argue with me and say no first aid from an elf. So that could have been a lot worse.
We have wrested victory from the very claw of Saruman.
Okay, talk to Aemir.
It will be a few hours before we ride for the ring of Isengard and its evil master.
All right. So now we go back inside the Hornburg and check in with Darewine. I don't even recognize that name. I don't know if that's somebody I have been dealing with and that name just didn't stick, or if this is somebody totally new. I have a feeling it's somebody who this is. Oh, you're just going to want me to do. No, we are not doing an interlude. Sorry. That's a side quest, and you're not tricking me into doing it. All right, so we're going to go inside the Hornburg Fortress. So this is probably somebody who was basically just left guarding the kind of last stand fort in here where all the civilians were packed in. So this is where all the non-combatants were holed up.
We spoke yesterday. Do you remember?
I do not remember you in the slightest, buddy. Sorry. And yeah, let's go ahead and make that go away. Oh, why do they not give me mod tools in this view? That's really obnoxious. It keeps taking away my mod icons. There we go. It is kind of sad that even just goofing off doing this, you're still going to get spam. Okay, let's go set out.
After a short rest, the company sets out for Isengard and finds the road greatly changed.
Yeah, these trees did not used to be in our way. Okay, so we're going to follow Aragorn through the mysterious wood. What could have happened to make all these trees appear? Don't need my lantern turned on here, so I'm just going to turn that back off because it actually does make this look nicer. Legolas's elf eyes saw something. Or he heard something. Great rustling of timbers. What's coming our way? What could it be? It's the marching of the Ents. Yeah, and these are just the small Ents. The big Ents are even scarier than these guys. All right, so now we're off to the Fords of Isen. So we're through the woods that sprang up unexpectedly behind us. The sound of swift hoofbeats approaching. All right, Amer, let's go find out who it is. I'll go with you. But seriously, I would like you to ride your horse quicker and better. But could that be Rangers? I mean, they look like Rangers. Oh, hi, Grey Company, folks. It's Halbrad. Hi, Halbrad. We missed you. All right, now we get to go check in with all of the rest of the Grey Company. Goldir and Roddenir, Callanglad, and High Cornir. All right, Aragorn, I brought you Rangers.
I believed we would see each other again, but
I did not know it would be so soon.
Well, I have been a little bit busy.
I have much to think about and little time in which to do so. I am most curious to see what we will find in Isengard.
Okay, so our next task is to ride north along the road and be on our guard. So we're coming out of the Helm's Deep area and riding back up this way, right north to Isengard. Just runes. I probably should use up some of my stashed runes before I basically completely out-leveled them. Matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now just so that we get some stats updated. Because I clearly have been keeping up on reforges, but not spending any of my junk runes. It is really not that big of a deal while leveling, but some of these things are the level cap rune boxes, so you may as well open them and use them when you get the rune boxes that are for a certain level, because they're only going to be good at that level. Let's see, what did you give me? Ooh, brutal strikes damage. I actually am not spec'd into brutal strikes. I don't think I put the point in for brutal strikes because I just don't use it often enough. I typically prefer remorseless strike or ferocious strikes, and I don't have the fervor generation to need a third consistent spender right now. So the secondary on this is physical mastery, which is nice, but I don't think I have any word of mastery slots open. No, I don't. So this is just going to get turned into ancient script. Hi, Gandalf.
Much changed since last you beheld it.
Well, yeah, it's kind of ruined. Lots of smashing and flooding, etc., etc. But yeah, right now, until I have the fully upgraded Battle Frenzy, I just don't have the fervor generation to need more spenders. Oh, that's somebody who wants me to continue another quest. And nope, we are not side questing. So here is the post-int attack Isengard. A little bit beat up and kind of floody. Gates are all smashed up and open, and oh, look, who's this?
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Hi, hobbitses.
Hello there. It's been a long time. Welcome to Isengard.
What were you guys doing?
Use you on purpose.
Okay. Inside, we're going to look for their missing pipeweed, and this place is a little bit messed up since the last time we were in here. Just a tad. Okay, we got another teal tracery, swift strike, power and damage restore, which I don't think I currently have in any of my slots. Nope. So that is also likely going to get melted, because I don't really slot that until I have an extra slot that I need to fill with something. Okay, here is pipeweed and the definitely looks like it couldn't have possibly gotten damage in all of this nasty standing water. But hey, hobbits want pipeweed, they'll get pipeweed. And Aragorn's caught up to us.
Resume my story.
Yep, so you can play through an interlude here,
Escape from the orcs.
but again, we are not side questing.
God, it came from the Shire. I do not doubt Saruman's ability to strike, even now.
Yeah, Saruman is kind of still technically a potential problem. Okay, so Gandalf is off at the base of the Tower of Orthanc, so we go right out and find him there. I think the water is shallow enough that I'm not going to have to swim it. Tower is still cool. And Gandalf, of course, being Gandalf, is all the way on the other side of the tower. He couldn't be in a convenient location. Nope, the stairs are all the way around here. But we've got Gandalf and a Treebeard. Love the Ent voice. Okay, so we've got a couple places to explore. So first we'll head back down here and check the south. And unfortunately, we have a fallen Ent.
Do you think Saruman understands what he has taken from this world?
And Calanglad is not thrilled about one fewer Ent in the world. Okay, so this should take us around to the west point of interest. Yep. Okay, so we have a dead orc. And apparently we need to investigate the dead orc. Almost every bone in this orc's body seems to be broken, but what could have done this? Could it possibly have been these big-ass giant tree people? No. What could possibly have done this? No way to tell. There is just literally no way anybody could know. Right, one more spot to check, which should be at the very north, so we'll curve back around. And a dying orc.
Time is through. Curse the trees.
Yeah, not really going to pay much heed to your threats, dude. Sorry. Do you see what me and my friends just did to your toy here? And now loop back around to check back in with Gandalf and let him know that we checked all the spots around the tower. Treebeard is magically back here.
I do not doubt that the orc believed these words, but I do not. An orc gains nothing by being truthful to us.
Okay, so next up is find the entrance to the Isengard Depths north of, I think. And Treebeard's thing, I think, is also an interlude. Yep, we are not doing side quests, so into the depths of Isengard we go. Getting closer and closer to 95, so I only need 360k more. Okay, talk to Goladier in the Isengard Depths. So yeah, things are much improved in here from last time.
Lothrindir is down here. We will find you.
All right, so we're going to basically just be tasked with rescue mission and killing scavengers on the way. That was annoying. Knockout, fear, and chill, basically all from one quick flurry from this guy. All right, that is 3 scavengers down, 3 to go. And again, another knockout. Okay, I need one more scavenger. I think I left one back up here. Oh, nope. That was enough. Just have to wait for things to catch up. So I got a key from one of the scavengers. Go check in with Goladier and see if this is the key we need.
Found a key. I have found half a dozen already. Return to the surface and find Halbarad.
Womp womp. Okay. Back out we go and go find Halbrad. Let's see, what do we get? Runes, tracery, and runes. So the tracery we got was merciful strike damage. Yeah, that's getting melted. Because merciful strike is really only decent in blue line. And that's only because in blue line you can trade it to be more or less part of your basic attack rotation just as a general usability. Outside of that, it's fervor cost to damage plus the conditions are just stupid.
Very well.
All right, off we go to test more keys and see if we can find Lothrindir.
Rooms within the ring of Isengard. Does my kinsman live still within one of these chambers?
Okay, and we go. So our goal is to search the pits for some sign of our captive. And maybe kill some orcs while we're at it. And try not to fall down into that mess. I'm just going to keep kind of heading back this way. See what I can find. Can't open the portcullis. Means I'm gonna have to take this guy out because he's walking this way, but one more towards Uruk's Lair. Oh, we can go down this way. Excellent. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I haven't done this in forever. This is starting to be familiar. Steady dripping in a corner of the room. And this is a character from the not Fornost. What is the region? The snowy region up past Evendom. This is a character from that storyline, so this is her returning in. So this is a loose end that's been hanging around for a very long time in the storyline at this point. And Lothrindir's not looking so hot. Forakel, that's the area. From what I remember, she is part of the Forakel storyline. If you quest up there, and give her a good smacking. Hi, Lothrindir. Spoilers incoming. Is that really Lothrindir? What are you trying to tell us? Did Timmy fall down the well? Right, so we confront Gunane. And of course, one big crit does the job. Again, more tying into the Forakel storyline because Lothrindir was the ranger in that area. Lothrandir, or should it be Lothrandir in question marks? All I wanted was a name. Well, you got a name. And it's taken you many, many levels to realize that you were on the wrong side. I love that they completely misunderstand what she's saying here. I won't let you leave as you are. No. I just mean that, like, I need you to know something before you get to leave. Yeah. That wasn't actually Lothrandir. That was just somebody dressed up in his clothes. That was a trick. Okay, so we need to go find Lothrandir in a cell off the southernmost passage of the building. So back south we go. See, this might be the key. Yep, here we go. This is the portcullis I couldn't get through before. And a prisoner. Who does not look like they're in good shape. Hi, Lothrandir. Come on, buddy.
I know Gandalf too well to believe he comes from my council. But you, Theoden King, it is not too late. Only I can help you now. Bah! You do not know the path of wisdom. Good day.
Saruman, I did not say you could go. Gandalf the Grey was betrayed by you, but I am not he. I am Gandalf the White, returned from death. Saruman, your staff is broken. You will work no more mischief here.
Right, nice little story bit there. And their gear upgrade. Not going to say no to that. And a tracery that is for yellow lines, so a melting eye will go. And talk to Aragorn at the base of Orthanc. So back to the Tower of Orthanc. I am so close to 95 now.
I am pleased to hear my kinsman is safe.
The Riddermark will suffer at the hands of Saruman no longer.
Saruman will no longer be a danger to Rohan.
The most peculiar thing happened.
Yeah, you don't want to hang on to that Palantir, Pippin.
Is it true? The threat of Isengard has ended?
Okay, so let's see. What do we got? I've got Might, Vitality, Fate, Finesse, Agility, Agility, and Will. Okay. And there we go. There is 95. Excellent. Place that pocket item there because I just kind of had a random whatever dropped in that slot. And I did get a trait point there, which means I can start finally getting into these 4 points here, which are what I really want. So basically this increases the fervor generated by Battle Frenzy to start with, which is good. Okay, and this is going to be Introduction, West Gondor. Awesome. So this is going to be my breadcrumb to go through there. Is go back to Dunharrow. And let's see. Yep. So from this stable master, I think I can get to definitely Helm's Deep, maybe Edoras, but probably just Helm's Deep. And from there, I should be able to get to Edoras to Underharrow. But this should be what starts the process through the Pass of the Dead and into West Gondor, ultimately into Dol Amroth and the area around there. So that will be good because that was what I was shooting for. Yeah, okay, so Helm's Deep. And Helm's Deep, I should have Edoras. Yep. And from here, it's just down the road to Underharrow, and that is, yep, don't need that. That is already passed. Hop on the idiot pony just to make the trip quicker. And yes, I do have an orc head mounted on a spike to threaten any orc who might think about attacking. Maybe make him think twice. Unfortunately, there's just not a stable master anywhere around here, so anytime you have to go from Edoras to Underharrow, or oh, that's right, there is a stable master in Underharrow. There's just not one in Dunharrow, so I could have technically made this quicker. Oops. But you still have to do the ride all the way up the road and its switchbacks. So while I could have cut this part out, the next part, there's just no stable master up there still. I technically could have gone Edoras to here. But this is just one of those things where they really want you to use your war steed. And thankfully, this was one of the last expansions where they really put in things that prioritized, hey, this sucks unless you're using your war steed, because there are these long distance, just ride from A to B type items, or mounted combat being kind of the only way to really achieve your goal. But we are in the kind of ending portion of Helm's Deep here, so it was still part of their design ethos. So this is also noteworthy because from what I recall, the level 90 up to level 95, basically like up through the Helm's Deep storyline that I just went through there, is where the totally free play limits kind of kick in as far as the content that they give you for totally free. You know, no payment, no VIP, no owning any expansions, just like $0 into the game. You can play through the content that I just finished there. I believe that where I'm headed now is where we get into the point where when you're here and you're doing 95 plus content, that's where the kick-in happens. Although, of course, they did give a lot of expansions. Okay, I'm stuck in a tent. They did give a lot of expansions away for free a few years back, giving people content up through about 120, I believe. So a lot of people have that unlocked from when they were doing the big coupon. Okay, excellent. So this is starting my through the gate stuff. So we check in with everybody around the camp here.
The grim northerners departed Dunharrow at first light.
Somebody else coming through here, it looks like.
Men are still arriving at Dunharrow from all corners of the mark. This road leads to the Grimmerberg. Why would anyone go to that haunted mountain?
Oh, we're going to go through the haunted mountain. We got to because we want to end up in Dol Amroth.
Plagued with ill fortune, a child may have followed Aragorn into the paths of the dead.
Well, that was stupid.
I did not mean for it to go so far.
All right, so kid's friend is...
Enter the mountain and search for Elfdag.
Yep, we'll go rescue people from the I'm gonna pass the dead.
To the dark door.
Oh, that's nice.
We'll wait outside for you.
I'll bring you there, but I'm gonna stay here.
And the paths beneath the haunted mountain where the dead walk.
So this is one of those things where you can basically choose, are you going in with a group or are you going in by yourself? So you're going to kind of set the difficulty here for the instance. And because I'm going in alone, I'm going in by myself. So it's just going to give me solo mobs. Oh, hi, creepy ghosts. Don't mind me. I really also, at some point in time, should replace the morale potion that I have on my bar, because I think these are, yep, these are level 70 potions. So let me see what I've got right now as my standards. 85s are what I've got the most of, so I will do a quick replace there. Next time I vendor things, I need to get rid of some old potions. And actually, one of the things that I do need to decide is because my primary scholar... Sorry, Dead Rohirrim. My primary scholar is going to be a character that is going to Glamdring. So I will need a fully leveled scholar for Peregrine. This might actually be the character that I do that with. Because right now I have no trade skills on this character. My previous champion was my cook, but I have a older character that is largely cooking leveled. I just don't have the Umbar guild rep on him. So I don't need to worry about making this character a cook to replace that. So I might make this character my new scholar. Okay, so I do need to make sure I look for the southwest tunnel, which I think is up this way. So yep, we're going to hang a left here to head to the west because we see movement. And I should get the little mini quest to basically go find the kid and keep them safe from the Oathbreakers. Did not check this tunnel. Well, yeah, you didn't, and there's a kid in there causing trouble. But don't worry, I got it. Okay, there's the missing child. And now we basically just fight off a couple of waves of the dead to keep the kids safe. Will they learn their lesson? I kind of think probably not. I think there's one more wave if I remember right. Nope, this is only one where we only got the 2. Okay, finish now. And back to town. Now, don't be stupid again, kid. Let's see what we got.
Are you? You have exceeded your reputation this day.
Yeah, we'll take shoulders.
I ask you to travel the paths of the dead.
All right, excellent. So that's sending us into the past of the dead. So the question is, what do I have as far as essences? I don't think I really have any stashed essences on this character right now. Yeah. So I will keep my eye out for essence drops. But for the moment, I will keep using the shoulders that I've been using. And I might simply, again, I need to spend some of my modes of enchantment before I start capping things out again. So I might just completely re-kit this character all in level 95 gear from that. But I do still want to get my hands on a pretty good set of the Dol Amroth armor when I get there, because from what I recall, the Dol Amroth heavy armor is just really cool. So I do want to make sure I get those for some good cosmetic items. Okay, through the dark door, into the creepy visual effects. So last time where I went south and then west along into here, now we're just going to go all the way straight through the path and keep going south because that's going to lead us into Blackroot Vale. And that's where we'll hit our first village and quest hub on our way through kind of the beginnings of the Gondor area. Yep, I just crossed over into the Western Gondor chat channels. So this is going through all of the kind of primary storyline that you go back through when you're doing the King's Gondor as the lead into the Corsairs of Umbar expansion. So this is kind of the original trip through here as you're more or less getting everybody ready for, all stoked up and prepared for war. And then when you come back through in King's Gondor, you have a lot of apologizing for getting everybody stoked up and ready for war. And then killed. I know, shocker, right? Like, I do have problems with a lot of the King's Gondor storyline, mostly in where it comes as the beginning of the expansion and things like that. It really should have been a between expansions story release, not the primary early expansion content for Corsairs of Umbar. That's neither here nor there. But I really do love the aspect of you as the character who's come through this area before, basically forced to have a little bit of having your nose rubbed in, oh look, it's the consequences of my actions scenarios. Okay, so we're gonna basically head into Morlad because that's where there's a stable master and a milestone. And unfortunately, again, still those distances where it's just quicker to ride the idiot pony. And yeah, I really do like the storyline and the environment out here, but I find it really noteworthy that a lot of what you end up doing through this whole portion of the storyline absolutely devastates the people who are like left behind in these areas. Yeah, roving threats intro. And then you come back through and everybody you deal with is just like, yeah, I remember the last time you came back through here. It sucked for us.
If you are a friend of Gondor, welcome to Morlad.
Okay, check-in is done. I am going to change my milestone from Helm's Deep to here because I think, yeah, this doesn't have a good direct route, and I am going to be questing from this general region. Here is my check-in quest as well.
Gondor needs your aid.
And again, I have the nice thing where these side quests here, take off the stupid rowing threat. It's going to keep popping up, but I will just let it hang there. So these side quests here are likely all going to be white and yellow for the moment, so I don't mind.
How may I help you, friend?
Yes, checking in, proving my bona fides to the area. So I'm probably going to do a few side quests just to get some nice burst of XP so that I can continue focusing on the main storyline as soon as I get a few of these knocked out. Okay, so let's see. Got a few people up the road that we need to talk to here. Don't mind us, we're just here for the war effort recruitment to take all your stuff.
These are troublesome times indeed.
And bring your kids with us to throw them in as grist for the mill. And it will totally all end up fine.
How may I help you, friend?
Okay, gonna collect the Lord's notes here. If I remember right, yep, there we go. They're just right inside here. So we've got that, and those are going to go back down.
Gondor needs your aid.
I would have you fight on our behalf. Yes, of course you would, because you're an NPC in an MMO. And if I remember right, my next route of finding people to talk to, and I really hate the fact that they were so deep in their invisible wall territory in here. You can't shortcut down the road.
Needs your aid.
Yes, Gondor needs your aid.
Indeed.
Look, I got you the notes, buddy. What else do you want?
These are troublesome times indeed.
Gather more notes and bring them back to the lady at the top of the hill so that they can compare notes. And I also need to find Rodalgar, which isn't he up further along the road here? Did I miss him on my first trip up? I very well might have.
These are troublesome times indeed.
Okay, there we go. I've gotten him a counselor, and yeah, this guy might be off on this fork of the road. Ah, here he is. Oh, I can't bow while I'm mounted. So we give him a polite bow. Okay, next up is here we. Yeah, that's right. This is one where I basically need to find people and use specific emotes at them.
Gondor needs your aid.
Yes, yes, I know. Travel to other locations and warn people. I got you. Okay, so your way, I think, is right up here. Yes, there you are. So we'll tell him a story. Glorwen is around the next bend, if I remember right. He's not too much further up here. There's Belegant. There we go. There she is. And we will strike a heroic pose. There we go. I have impressed her with my martial prowess. And now go talk to Belegant. I think I should have gone the other way around. Yep, I should have gone this way. Because I think he's right over here. Yep.
Gondor needs your aid.
There we go. I have brightened the spirits of some of the townsfolk. Okay, so let's see. Current quests I have are a talk to in Allegrant, so it costs yet paid. That's in the little camp that's to the southwest of me. Piercing the Veil, that's just kind of grab arrows from out around, so I'll do that at the same time that I defeat frenzied or maddened creatures. So that's not bad. But that does have me halfway through 95 to 96, so that's good progress. I think, though, that is the spot where I'm going to call it for the day. Let's see who is live and doing stuff. We will go over to checking my loots' plan. So that is where we're going to end up. Because he's playing Lotro as well.